So who did you prefer to talk to as a preference?
I think because I am a person that does speak up in general, you know, if anything does bother me, I could virtually speak to any of, you know, my husband, friends, family. I could really speak to anybody. But I did find at first you're trying to protect your children a little bit, because at the time of me just being diagnosed, we did come clean with the children. But there was one point, my middle son was doing his final year at university, and basically he came home. He had been at university for 3 years, and he came over the final year because he wanted his first, and he says he knows that's why he would have got his first. And he come home, and originally everything was going brilliant. He got top marks for everything, you know, in this final year. And then when I was diagnosed, suddenly his world fell apart, and he said to me, "It's not important, is it, Mum?" And he couldn't concentrate, nothing, and it really badly affected him. But although we told them about my diagnosis and what have you, we didn't actually tell them at the time, but I couldn't tell them that my chances were very slim. And basically I remember James couldn't bear to be in a room when anyone spoke about it, and it got to the point in the end that the phone was always ringing, which was lovely because people are concerned, and it rang for weeks and weeks and weeks, and basically in the end James couldn't answer the telephone. And I remember at one point him saying to me that I wasn't being positive enough. And I had to explain at that point to James that, no, prior to that actually, I'll say, "Mum, I know you'll get through this. You're the most strongest person I know, And so anyway, then when time went on and he told me that I wasn't being positive enough, I had to explain to him exactly what I was told in a bit more depth. And he was absolutely besides himself, absolutely heartbroken in pieces. And then he realised, because he used to get a bit angry, when he realised that, he was just in bits and got his arms around me and says, "You know what, Mum, I know you're the strongest person, you know, and if anyone will do this is you." But perhaps because we didn't tell him the full extent from the very beginning.
So you were trying to protect them a little bit.
Yeah.
You did tell them the basics. I mean,
we
about
did,
the cancer.
Because they don't know anybody with cancer, and I suppose they don't understand cancer to, you know, a certain degree. They didn't realise it was as bad diagnosis as it actually was.
And in the end, how did you find his emotional state changed over time?
As soon as I'd had my major surgery and everything seemed so much more positive, it changed all of us, even himself, everybody. And I've got James back to being how James was prior to my diagnosis. Like I say, everybody was devastated, all my children and husband and everybody. But after the operation, it was a much better.
Well, that's good to hear. Although to be fair, I also know you personally were quite positive as a person before.
Yeah.
You should give yourself credit. You were a very strong person, even in that very uncertain early time.
Yes, I was. I am quite a strong person, and basically I adore my family, and I've got to do everything I can, so I'm still going to be here for them.